is
Stevie.
Hey.
Salutations, friends. It's pal, said Stevie, and I am experimenting with a new camera setup today. I'm recording directly off of my cell phone. Excuse me. I guess before I get going, let me wet my whistle, sipping on some coffee, black like my soul. But any hoodles, maybe the quality will be a little bit better. Maybe the audio won't. I'm not using an external mic. Also, you might hear the pitter-patters of some rain falling in the background. It is a very rainy day here in the Pacific Northwest. However, I got something in that I'm really excited about, and I wanted to take a look at it. So, this is from Orion Knives. You just recently saw me unbox this bad boy. This is the Orion Knives Iris 3D printed integral handle on an Open L number 8 blade by David at Orion Knives. Mighty fine knife. So I am... I've been really enjoying this. I know, let's see, Shane got one, Edgy American. I think Lauren got one. It's also getting rather fidgety. I can swing it open, easily manipulate it, and if I got the lock all the way, it will. Well, now it's not, but it's breaking in really well. Of course, it's not going to do it now. Oh well. But this is a nice lightweight blade. It only weighs an ounce. I have been carrying it in a Lancelot leather slip. I found one that works pretty well for it. A little bit hanging out, but that's okay. Don't mind that at all. But I've been enjoying me some Orion Knives as of late, and this is the newest Orion Knives offering. This is the Aries. Nice box here from Orion Knives. Invest in your lifestyle. OrionKnives.com. Yeah, so let's get into it. Oh, that's right. The first 100, he said, the first 100 Aries shipped are going to get a Polka chip. So you see... Orion Knives, invest in your lifestyle on one side, and what's the other one? Ooh, the Aries, nice. That's sweet. Very nice touch to that. So there we go. I got my Yum Yums there. Looks like I got a somewhat of a CO... no, this is just the warranty information. I'll let you read that. Gives a parts breakdown of the Aries. And then here we go. Here is the knife itself. So I'm going to put all this stuff away real quick. I will set that off to the side. And here we go. This is the blacked out version, black G10 with the black wash blade, black titanium pocket clip, and black backspacer. So no flipper tab on this. I thought there was, but you have this elongated fuller that you can use, and then it's utilizing the wedge lock that he's calling it. So let's give this a flick. You should be able to kind of dial in the detent based on the way you like it. Depending on how far down you go or how far up you go. So I'm more of a middle finger flicking from the top part. Let's see. I like that detent for sure. You have this Japanese style tanto, is it? Or an American style? I'm not really up on my tantos. But you have a nice compound grind, hollow grind on the main. And then you have a robust tip there. You see the Orion Knives logo. There is the pivot lock, or the wedge lock as he's calling it. No filler tab there. Don't really need one, I guess. We got some, I'm assuming, T8 hardware. Flipping around to the backside. More of the same. And then you do see the steel marking. 14C28N. Man, this rain is coming down harder. I hope it doesn't completely ruin the audio to this. But I guess you guys will have to be the judge for that. So, nice in hand. Nice in hand. Let's see how it disengages here. Yes. Yes. So, we'll fire it out from the wedge lock. Yeah, that's nice. I've never used a knife, never handled a knife that has this type of lock. And if I'm not mistaken, David was really the first one to come up with this. And it's just it's kind of like a compression lock, but not really. It just engages the liner on there. But this took so long for him to get out that other knives used it before he could get his out there. So this is a nice knife. This is a bigger knife than I thought. I don't have the specs up yet. I will. Open up my phone here momentarily and look at the specs, but here it is compared to the Stevie Elementum. You can see it's quite a bit bigger. Here it is against the QSP Penguin, considerably bigger. And here it is against the Para 3. So you can see blade-wise, I gotta clean off my blade. You got a lot more cutting edge than the Para 3. They're about the same cutting edge, but then you have that Tanto. And then you got, yeah, about the same amount of cutting edge plus the Tanto. So we'll get in, again, I'll get into specs here in a little bit, but this was only $98 on OrionKnives.com, and I like it. I think this is going to be my new truck knife. Even if I come down, well, yeah, it's definitely lighter the farther down you go. But yeah, a very interesting construction. One of the things that I like about it is you can change this 3D clip, 3D titanium milled clip, to a standard wire clip or like a Lynch Northwest wire clip replacement, which I'm going to do here momentarily. But I am digging the Aries. I have all of Orion Knives offerings. So here is the Iris, as I mentioned. This is one that he just recently came out with. These are print to order, by the way. So if you order them on the website, it takes about a week for them to get. And then sitting in Orion Knives case, I think these are the best knife cases out there. I put some hook and loop on mine so I can put some patches on there. And then he did a collaboration with CDC that have some hook and loop already on there. And it's in the sprinkle pattern that you can get. But these are the best knife cases in my opinion. And he's coming out with an XL size one. But I conveniently put in my Orion Knives. So David's first release was the Solaris. And then he came out with the Scorpion. And then he came out with the Cetus. Orion Knives Solaris. Some people think it's a little bit blocky. I think that this is a very, very comfortable in-hand knife. This is also in 14C 28N blade steel. One of the best button locks out there, in my opinion. I did upgrade it to the teardrop style carbon fiber that you can get. I don't think these are available anymore, but he is going to be doing some updates to the Solaris here pretty soon. Then he released the Scorpio, and I love this little blade. The ergos for such a small blade are great. It's got this little pinch grip area. It's got this the jimps on the tip there, and I don't carry this knife a ton, but I have and in the past, and I think it's a fabulous knife. Also in 14C 28N. And then this bad boy, the Cetus. I think this is a very underrated knife. Flipper with the slot there, and man, this thing is gnarly. I absolutely love it. Also in 14C 28N. I think this is a steel frame construction, and I don't have the prices committed to memory, but I'll show all that here in just a minute. I recently been doing some experimenting on myself with some finger sticks, taking blood sugar samples, and I have butchered my index finger, and flippers right now are a little tough for me. But anywho, that is the complete Orion Knives lineup right now, including the knife pouch there. I'm all Orion Knived out. Look at that. There's a good promo shot for you, David. Look, this is not a paid advertisement at all. I just really appreciate everything that David over at Orion Knives is doing. You know David from Blade Banter as well, and being the QSP rep. And he's just someone who I've gotten to know him. I mean, we're not best buds by any means, but I've gotten to know David over the years. Fellow Pacific Northwesterner residing down in Oregon. Met him a couple times at a couple of different meetups, and then at the Blade shows and whatnot. And I just think he's a very innovative mind in the community. And the Aries is a long time coming. He ordered these back in June of 2023, and they just landed here at the end of August 2024. So well over. I keep wanting to think that there's a flipper tab there, but there ain't. How does it do with the thumb? I can slow roll it, but can I fire it out with my thumb? Yes, I can. How is it lefty? I'm sure it's got to be very ambidextrous. Yeah. Yep. I'm not good left-handed, but you can absolutely fidget with this thing left-handed. Yeah. So I ordered a specific Lynch Northwest clip for this. I think it's been lost in the mail. I'm going to have to play the filing a lost package claim. But I got a box of Lynch Northwest doodads and whatnots here, and I'm sure I have one in here. Oh, is that one? There's one. All right. So I don't remember what I took this one off of, but this should fit. I ordered a really cool purple. Ooh, that was set up for my. I recently just sent out my. Whatchamacallit? I need a T8 here. That is not a T8. Is that a T8? There we go. I recently just sent, that's a T15. I recently just sent out my Spartan Harsey folder, and I think that's why I had my T15 on there. I took off the clip on there. Oh, there goes my earbud. Haha! So this is a T8 here. No problem backing out that screw. And this should slide right in to this spot here. And it do. It slips down in there perfectly. So if you want to go to a wire clip or a Lynch Northwest clip with the... Oh, hold on here. Why is that not wanting to... There we go. There we go. Alright. So now I got a Lynch Northwest clip on it. The one that I got, I ordered a blurple one to give it a little pop of color. But that'll suffice for right now. I don't think there's anything wrong with this clip, although I didn't try it out. But if I can put a Lynch Northwest clip on something, you know I'm going to. So, yeah. Ergos wise, we got no hot spots whatsoever. I don't feel the clip at all. No jimping on here, but I still think it's going to be okay. Being that it's a truck knife, I would probably use this more with a gloved hand anyway. Nice clicks and clacks. It did come completely centered, by the way. I guess I glossed over some of that. I got no blade play whatsoever. Spine whacking it. It's passing the spine whack test, no problem. So, yeah, there you go, folks. I think that the Aries is a great pickup. And each one of these knives funds the next project. So as he sold the Solaris, it funded the Scorpio. As he sold the Scorpio, it funded the Cetus. As the Cetus has sold, it's funded the Aries. And it's allowed him to start doing projects like this. And, you know, selling the pouches and whatnot help fund all that. And I think that David, I've said it time and time again, David's a great guy. He's got a lot of cool things on the horizon. And it's all stuff that I want to see coming out. So Orion Knives is a company I choose to spend my hard-earned money with. As I mentioned, none of this, everything you see here, I've purchased. I've never asked for anything. I've always, as it's announced, I order it. And so, take that into consideration with all this stuff. This is not a paid promotion by any means. Not that David does that anyway. David sells direct off of his website to help cut down prices on everything, sells them as low as possible. So you are, I don't know what my point with that is. But again, if I'm telling you I like this, it's because I do. Now, if I didn't, if there was anything right now, it's too early to say if there's really anything I can critique on it, because I just opened it up. But as of right now, I mean, I like the action on it. That's always fun. It feels really good in hand. You know, I haven't really gone over like plunge lines or any. I'm not really going to do that. That type of stuff I don't pay much attention to. Fit and finish is good. Hardwire looks good. Backspacer, you know, I like that you can change out the pocket clip. You know, so first impressions are good. So time will tell on, you know, what I really think of this knife, but as of right now, it is something I would say, you know, invest in your lifestyle and pick up a Aries. Here's all the products that you can pick up from, he's even got this Pig the Bear. I don't know what Pig the Bear is, or excuse me, Pig the Pig. I said Pig the Bear. It's Pig the Pig. It's a stuffed plush animal from some Slumberland or something. Yeah, I don't know what that's all about, but he sells those. Sells all sorts of tools and accessories and whatnot. The Solaris is since sold out, but if you want to pick up a Scorpio here, these are only $85. If you want to pick up a Cetus in any of the flavors, these are only $60. I think that 60, and some of them as low as $50. This one here that I have is only $50, so that's a hell of a deal. The Iris is $45, and then the Aries here is $98. And you can pick one up in either black G10 and a satin blade with a satin clip, and probably I'm going to assume maybe a satin backspacer. I don't know. Do we have pictures of that? We do not. Man, the satin blade looks really good on that with all the satin hardware too. Gotta say, maybe I like that. I like that a lot. $98. But I did, as I mentioned, opt for the black on black, which I also am really digging. I guess for some specs here. Well, I'll roll in the specs right there, and I will put them on screen as well for you guys to check out. 3.58 inch on the blade length, overall length of 8.25. This is my type of knife. Full 4 fingers, nice full-size blade. Well, I have on me, my primary carry this week has really been the Manix 2, and we are in Manix 2 size. I'm considering that a full-size knife, really, for me. Um, I do like the higher end of a knife that I will carry on the size is like the Spartan Harsey folder. That's almost like a 4-inch blade and like 9-inch overall. That's a big knife. This is, or maybe not 9 inches overall, but it's bigger than these. But this is typically the size of knife I like to carry. And the Aries is right in that wheelhouse. You got the wedge lock there. You got the fuller for deployment. So you folks that don't like flipper tabs, you don't have to worry about a flipper tab getting in your way at all. I believe this is rating on caged bearings. I have to assume it's on caged bearings. But out of the box, everything is good to go here. So let me know what y'all think. Is the Aries something that is on y'all's radar for $98? Again, I think you're getting a not too shabby of a deal. So maybe when I get in the Lynch Northwest clip that I will eventually have on here, I'll make another video on that. I don't know. In the meantime, however, I do appreciate y'all tuning in. Tuning out. I've tuned out. Links for everything will be down in the description. Go to orionknives.com, check it out. And if you haven't already, please consider subscribing. And then a video will pop up right there, and check that video out. And until the next time, I appreciate y'all tuning in. And I bid you mofos, what deuces. Bye-bye.